by copying this, by imitating seniors. वो PGs जो लिखते हैं, SRs जो लिखते हैं और कंसल्टेंट्स जो लिखे हैं डिस्क्रिप्शंस, उसको देख के हम भी वैसे ही लिखना शुरू किए. And why is this wrong or why is this not correct? Because if those people are not following the right practices, we will just imitate them and we'll just, without knowing, will become like them, and we don't even know that it is wrong, kind of thing. So there is this gap between pharmacology and pharmacology teaching and medicine teaching, and that is where the problem arises, and wrong prescriptions or bad prescriptions, as I told you, can lead to medication errors. The most important impact is that can lead to the loss of human life. I mean, that is the maximum damage which can occur. You can kill someone, which is grave consequence. Okay? So this was the gap, right? So what is a prescription? I mean, prescription, we all have seen a lot of prescriptions since childhood, when our parents took us to doctors for whatever problems we had. Okay? Pre is, it is before, right? And script is writing. Okay? So prescription means, I mean, that the order that must be written down before dispensing. Before doing what? Before dispensing or administering the drug. जो पेशेंट ड्रग लेता है और लेके जाता है अपने घर, उससे पहले जो हम लिखते हैं उसको हम प्रेस्क्रिप्शन बोलते हैं. दिस इज द सिंपलेस्ट plain English kind of thing. What is a prescription? Okay? So whatever we write to be dispensed and to be taken is called prescription, in a very simple words. Right? Why we should be careful is it is a legal order or it is a direction by prescriber. See, once you grow up, you are not in this. We all know in society that we are responsible for our own actions, right? Not just this, any actions. Only until you're teenagers or pre-teen age, your parents will be held responsible, or you will not have that responsibility of whatever actions. उसके बाद में जो भी हम करते हैं society में, we are responsible for that. And when you become a doctor, or when you become someone who is an important person in society who will take care of other people's lives, so then you have more responsibilities, and you will be subjected to, you can be exposed to court of law also. Okay? So whatever you write, whatever thing you write, not just prescription, any case sheet, anywhere there is your sign, and anything, any slip of paper can be held against you, right? Can be taken to the court of law. The most important is a prescription, because it is a prescribed, it is a dedicated format to dispense or to administer the drugs. So it is a legal order. This you should always know, that your prescription, whatever you have written, can any day be taken to the court of law, and it can produce as evidence for whatever, and you will be summoned to the court and to explain it or to reject it, kind of whatever, depending on the case. Okay, so a legal order hai, and you will be responsible for whatever you write. So you should know that it is important to write it properly and know things about it. Okay, right? So this is one of my. It is not changing. Yeah, this is, I don't know if you have seen the DMC registration thing. I just wanted to show you कि ऐसे दिखता है बोल के, मेरे एक junior का ये है ये. So you can see that there is a registration number, DMC registration number here at the top left में, original registration date, and then is qualifications, MBBS, MD दोनों है, and there is name of university, and then there is validity in the right side. ठीक है? And there is something on the bottom. You can see first important notices में, every registered medical practitioner should be careful. ठीक है? To send registers immediately any change of his address. Like registered medical practitioner बोल के एक line है. So what is RMP? We will see that. What is a registered medical practitioner? That means anyone who is having this genuine certificate means he has been qualified. He has got the degree. ठीक है? So he or she will be called as RMP. ठीक है? So registered medical practitioner who is registered in either MCI, which is a national now NMC, National Medical Council, or the State Medical Council. Here in Delhi, it is DMC. You will all have, once you pass your MBBS, you all have to apply to DMC registration separately with your MBBS degree certificate. They will give you a certificate like this with a register number. You might have seen कि जितने भी प्राइवेट प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, जितने भी क्लिनिक्स आपने देखा है, डॉक्टर के नाम के नीचे आपने रजिस्टर नंबर देखा होगा. That register number is the register number for the NMC, जो भी state medical. I have Karnataka Medical Council because I studied in Bangalore Medical College. So that MBBS registration I have. My MD registration is with the DMC. So when you change the state, you will have the particular state's registration number to practice over there, or to continue your studies also. Okay? So this is the important thing. One is registration number and another one is registered medical practitioner kya hota hai. Right, now I'll show you certain pictures of how not to write prescriptions. I'm showing you this before because a lot of people, I mean, lot of doctors in the society are writing it very badly. I mean, it's like it's as common as like there are no good drivers. This is one thing. There are very rarely good drivers. I mean, 99% of all the drivers on the road, they commit mistakes or they drive something unknowingly. They don't even know that they are. Everyone thinks that they are good. They are better than others who are moving around them. Okay. So वैसे ही है. We can take the corollary out of it. Every doctor thinks that he's prescribing very well and he's writing nicely. So you should know that what are the common kind of prescriptions, and we all know that those memes and jokes that डॉक्टर के प्रिस्क्रिप्शन समझ नहीं आता पढ़ने के लिए किसी को भी बोल के, which is a bad thing, which is nothing to be proud of or which is nothing to be laughed at or feel good about. ठीक है, which is bad. ठीक है, वो वैसे नहीं लिखना चाहिए. So you can see here there are prescriptions wherein in the left side you can see there are some abbreviations. ER बोल के लिखा है, वैसे नहीं लिखना चाहिए. And then just he has written after put 5 days, he has not mentioned how many tablets are there, how many capsules are there. Okay, the left side prescription जो है उसमें, and the right side where there is I mean, I don't even know what is it, some kind of, it's actually DHMS, BAMS or DHMS, something, some Ayurvedic thing which there is no formulation, क्या है क्या drug है ये भी पता नहीं, some trade name is written as the term X. So these things should not be done. We will see all these things. I'll tell you step by step, point by point later. Just see that these are the prescriptions which are bad. Okay, and moving on, there are yeah, the slide will change. See, you can see you can't even write what read properly what is there on the left prescription, and there is nothing about the formulation. There's nothing about number of tablets or this thing should be dispensed. Okay, so this is a typical bad prescription. Everyone writes वैसे, most of the people write with illegible kind of thing. And then on the right side, this is bit more legible, but there is no there are details of patient missing here, and there are details of doctors missing here, and this is a slightly better prescription than whatever we saw, the 1, 2, and 3 before thing, and still there are some parts missing here. I will tell you later. Okay, so slightly this is more legible than the other prescriptions which we saw. Right, and then yeah, see on the left side prescription, you can see that the prescription is like the whole page. It's like if you zoom and see, I will share the PPT later. There are 15 tablets. Along with that, I mean, total 15 tablets, and there are some injections, 4 or 5 injections on the top. This is called as polypharmacy. What will happen to the patient if you bombard so many medications at once? And first, right? I mean, first of all, like even if you add 2 or 3 drugs only, the possibility of drug interactions increases immensely. And just imagine this guy has prescribed 15 drugs, and he has prescribed some 3 or 4 injections, and you can see his qualification is like he's immunologist and gerontologist kind of thing, which if it is truth, then he is a super specialist, which still means that he doesn't know how to prescribe because he has not been taught, or he missed the class in the MBBS, or he has just copied his seniors who have done. Polypharmacy is bad. We should never do it unless there is a compelling reason, or unless there is a life-saving use of it, or something like that. Unless you can defend it. Okay. So that is what this prescription shows. It's a bad prescription because there are, innumerous drugs which has been bombarded. On the right side, there's one more Ayurvedic kind of prescription. These guys are not supposed to write any medications, but it's very funny because this had come in newspaper also. I took it from Google Images. Like this guy has prescribed brandy for I don't know what. And he's written like some roasted peanut with it. So all these things are very stupid. I'm just showing you these things because what all has been prescribed, or what all is going on in society, right? So these are the examples of worst or bad prescriptions. Then we have I just want to show you certain prescriptions which are from some of you will go to abroad to practice, or some of you will do MLE or lab, or go to US, UK, or other countries. So just you have to know that there are more or less the prescription writing all over the world is same. I just wanted to show you one of the US prescription and one of the Netherlands prescription, wherein even this is not right completely. I mean, it's as at least it's legible, the Netherlands ones, but there is no formulation and there is no how many days to take or something like that, which is wrong, which is again bad, right? And then there is one more prescription which is legible, which is nice, nicely written. Okay? And even this is wrong. I will tell you there are certain things in this. Just see that at least we should give some marks to credit for the handwriting, which is beautiful. I mean, even if you don't, even I don't have, I had in my school, I lost it. So I mean, it's more or less same for all of us, I think. So even if you don't have a beautiful handwriting or a nice, attractive writing, but you should write it legibly. That the person who knows English or who is not a medico, if you're not non-medico friend, simply if you show your prescription to your non-medico friend, and if he can read that prescription, it's okay if he cannot pronounce the drug name, but if he can read the other instructions, then you're very good. Okay, ये याद रखना है हमें. I'll show you. I mean, these are the examples of bad prescriptions, like worst or very um, things we should not do. Right? I told you already this. This can be produced in the court of law. This will have your name. This will have your degree. This will have your contact address, email, or phone number, or contact address, postal address. So it has everything about you, and it has your signature, and it has your stamp also if you have a stamp later. So ये सारे के सारे चीज होती है, तो ये आपके खिलाफ या आपके तरफ से इसको कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ में प्रोड्यूस करा जा सकता है. So this we should know that it is a legal document. There is a legal concern about the prescription. ठीक है? All right. So these are the acts. We will not ask you these acts, but you should know that there are so many acts which whatever I said just now in the previous slide, वो सब इस acts पे अंदर it's a legal document under these acts. Indian Medical Council Act 56 and then 2002, Pharmacy Act 1948, 1987. So it all means that all these acts comprise to say that if the prescription goes wrong or if something happens to patient, by medication error also, you will be liable to be held in the court of law under all these acts. Okay, you need not mug up or know these names of these acts. No one will ask you these. I mean, no one will know these also. But you should know that there are so many acts or rules which make you legally bound or to whatever you prescribe to the patient. Right? Are you following? Am I going fast? Are you guys following? Am I connected also?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I thought you guys slept or I got disconnected. ठीक है. Okay. Fine. Fast नहीं है नहीं?
No, sir.
Okay. ठीक है. So what are the steps to write prescription? So before writing prescription, we should have the knowledge about what we are doing, right? We have to diagnose the patient. Diagnose करने से पहले हम prescribe नहीं कर सकते, ठीक है? तो that they will teach you in medicine. ठीक है? कैसे, वही मैंने बताया ना, symptoms क्या होते हैं डिसीज का. पैथोलॉजी में आपने पढ़ रखा है डिसीज ऑलरेडी क्या है, तो उसका सिम्टम्स क्या होते हैं, पेशेंट क्या प्रेजेंट करता है सिम्टम्स से, और उसके बाद में आप क्या साइंस एलिसिट करते हो. वॉट एवर यू एलिसिट, यू डू एंड टेक आउट द इंफॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम द पेशेंट इज साइन. Whatever the patient tells himself कि डॉक्टर साहब मुझे ये हो रहा है, that is a symptom. ठीक है? So and then you come to the diagnosis and then you choose appropriate drugs. Once you know the diagnosis, congestive heart failure, you have read congestive heart failure chapter in pharmacology. You know that these are the classification of drugs. These are the group of drugs. ठीक है? And then you choose one of the drugs according to the that is called P drug. I mean, there is no right or wrong. For example, angina mein, you might have heard about P drug already. So it's a physician's drug or personal drug for the physician. Like for angina, there are 4 or 5 classes: beta blockers, calcium channel blockers, nitrates. Okay. So among these, drugs, you can choose any one class of drug, and in the class of drug also you can choose any one drug depending on the safety, efficacy, and the suitability to that patient. What a patient is sitting in front of you, and then its affordability also. That is also we have to keep in mind कि afford कर सकता है कि नहीं. Generic usually prescribe करते हैं, वो मैं बताऊंगा आगे. तो जितना कम हो सके, that is the last point. लेकिन first point is safety, second point is efficacy, third point is suitability. If the person it is suiting for him, whether he has any liver or kidney problem, or this is how we choose a pre-drug. So once we arrive at the pre-drug, that is our prescription, right? That is our the heart of prescription. जो prescription के बीचों बीच लगते हैं, जो drug prescribe करते हैं, वो drug हमने select कर लिया, ठीक है? And we have to write it on the right document. And what is the right document? I will tell you. You cannot prescribe or you cannot scribble on any piece of paper, random piece of paper, which is wrong. If you do it, I told you, whatever you do, you will be held in court of law. तो prescription को prescription pad में ही, prescription format में ही लिखना चाहिए, ठीक है? तो इधर उधर नहीं लिखना चाहिए. So and it should be rightly written, and the entire class is about how to rightly write it, ठीक है? And then you have to communicate to the patient. Once you write the prescription, you should not like keep dumb, or you can just like give him the hand him over the piece of paper and ask him to leave. वैसे नहीं करना चाहिए. You should communicate. जो आप लिखोगे उसको बताना भी नहीं चाहिए. No need to tell the name of drug. He will not understand the name of drug. But whatever you tell, whatever you have written for the patient, instruction there. कब लेना है, कितने बार लेना है, खाने से पहले लेना है कि बाद में लेना है, सुबह लेना है, शाम लेना है, ये सब उसको verbally भी communicate करना चाहिए. That will finally improve the, I mean, it will benefit the patient only. It will reduce the medication errors, and finally it will improve the doctor-patient relationship. And it's all about talking. We all know that communication is the key thing, because this is the public service, or we are into the people's service, right? So the more you talk well, and the more you learn to talk cordially with sympathy and nice and humble, the more people will like you, and more they will call you as a good doctor. This is the key to the successful practice. Okay, so communicate karna chahiye, and then you should ask him or her to review, come back to the follow-up, or they can telephonically also tell you what happened after 3 or 4 days or 5 days, whatever prescription you have given. And if it is a chronic disease, you will ask them to come every week or every 2 weeks or whatever, according to the patient's condition and your treatment response. So these are the steps, broad steps. Okay. And then we should know what are the types of prescriptions, right? What is different types of prescriptions. So one is called as compounded prescription. I told you that compounded prescription पहले बनाते थे, जैसे यहाँ पे pharmacy भी था. Last आपके seniors आपको pharmacy practicals बोल के होते थे, जिसमें आपको जैसे ORS बनाते हैं आप, different ingredients वही करते हैं, उनको लेते हैं, then उनको compound करते हैं. Compound is like you will mix them up, ठीक है, add them up, and then you will according to the procedure you will mix them up and weigh them and put it in a packet. You will make a packet from the paper. ORS के लिए बोल रहा हूँ, इस बार भी शायद आप करोगे ORS को. बाकी कई सारे थे लास्ट ईयर, इस ईयर से वो नहीं है नए सिलेबस से. तो दिस इज कॉल्ड कंपाउंडेड प्रिस्क्रिप्शन विच इज कंपाउंडेड, ठीक है. एंड यूजुअली फार्मासिस्ट करते हैं, डॉक्टर्स नहीं करते. डॉक्टर्स लिख के देते क्या करना है, कैसे करना है बोल के. द मैकेनिकल वर्क, द मैनुअल वर्क इज डन बाय फार्मासिस्ट एंड ही विल कंपाउंड इट एंड डिस्पेंस. एज आई टोल्ड यू दैट यूरोप में जैसे पहले करते थे, मतलब यूरोप में ही नहीं कहीं पर भी, तो पहले कंपाउंड करके मिक्स करके बनाते थे अकॉर्डिंग टू द पेशेंट्स नीड एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू द डिसीज ही सफरिंग फ्रॉम, ठीक है. एंड देन प्री कंपाउंडेड बोलते हैं जो ऑलरेडी कंपाउंड हो चुके होते हैं, मतलब 1-2 ड्रग्स इंग्रेडिएंट्स जो है उसमें वो ऑलरेडी प्री कंपाउंडेड होते हैं, उसको बस मिक्स ही करना है, बाकी वे करना नहीं है, या डिटेल में नहीं है. कंपाउंडिंग जितना डिटेल में नहीं है, ठीक है. एंड यूजुअली टुडेस प्रिस्क्रिप्शन जो भी है टैबलेट फॉर्म में ऑलरेडी कंपाउंडेड है, वो प्री कंपाउंडेड. कैप्सूल फॉर्म में है, सिरप फॉर्म में ऑलरेडी प्री कंपाउंडेड है. यू जस्ट हैव टू सेलेक्ट दैट एंड यू हैव टू डिस्पेंस. दैट इज व्हाट मोस्ट ऑफ द फार्मासिस्ट टुडे आर डूइंग, ठीक है. ये pre-compounded prescriptions है जो हम already लिखते हैं, ठीक है. Then there is something called as e-prescription, electronically generated prescription. It is not online prescribing. I'll tell you at the last online prescribing क्या है और क्या rules है उसके. अभी बने नहीं है इंडिया में भी, but the COVID has made it almost like mandatory or almost like a kind of compulsion for both patients and doctors, ठीक है, at least for the treatment of chronic diseases or diseases which are not in acute emergency kind of thing. कि तो ऑनलाइन आया है अभी, आप शायद आगे जाके आएगा, बहुत ज्यादा ही आएगा. डिजिटल हेल्थ विल कम व्हेन यू स्टार्ट प्रैक्टिसिंग, आई मीन डाउन द लाइन. सो द रूल्स और लॉज हैव नॉट बीन मेड इन इंडिया येट, बट दैट इज नॉट ई प्रिस्क्रिप्शन. आई टेल यू व्हाट इज ई प्रिस्क्रिप्शन. दैट इज ऑनलाइन प्रिस्क्राइबिंग और ऑनलाइन प्रिस्क्रिप्शन, ठीक है. एंड देन वी हैव हैंड रिटन प्रिस्क्रिप्शन which is most of the prescriptions what we use across the world, ठीक है. All right, so who can write the prescription? So I told you that only registered medical practitioner, RMP, registered medical practitioner can write a prescription. And who is a RMP? The guy who is MBBS, or the guy who is dental, or the guy who has done veterinary science. ये तीनों को जिनके पास डिग्री है, और डिग्री लेने के बाद, कंप्लीट करने के बाद कोर्स को डिग्री मिलता है, पास करने के बाद, वो डिग्री लेने के बाद जो रजिस्टर कराते हैं, the MBBS person will go and register in Medical Council of India, NMC now. And the dental person will go to Dental Council of India and Veterinary Council of India, ऐसे. and they are the RMPs. Only they are the RMPs, and only they can prescribe according to law. Okay. And minimum qualification is MBBS for medical, BDS for dental, and there is Bachelor of Veterinary Science, BVSC for veterinary. Okay. And of course, it is given that it is obvious that the dentist can only prescribe for dental problems. Okay. He cannot prescribe for abdomen or head or limbs or something like that, any other organs. Okay. And of course, veterinarian should never prescribe to humans. He should prescribe for animals or veterinary patients. That is what they are called, not animals, veterinary patients only. Okay. So this is who can prescribe ke liye, this is the answer. And then most important thing, and there is a clash going on, or there is we will keep on seeing this in popular media, news media kind of thing. Ayurveda, homeopathic doctor, Unani doctor, with what we call as Ayush doctors, they are not authorized to prescribe allopathic medicines. Okay? Allopathy is what modern medicine is called. I mean, we should call it as modern medicine only, because allopathy is not a right word. Allo means other. It sounds like it's other system. Other systems are these. The mainstream system, what modern science follows, is modern medicine. So because we should call it as modern medicine. What we follow is modern medicine. What we learn is modern medicine. Okay? So ye log modern medicine prescribe nahi kar sakte. They are not authorized. But you might have seen whatever I am telling you in this class today, you will see what is the stark contrast with the society which is going on. I showed you so many prescriptions which are wrong or bad already. I am telling you that they should not prescribe. These guys should not prescribe. You will definitely see one guy in every gully of Delhi. There is someone who is sitting with these degrees and prescribing paracetamol, diclofenac, and metformin. Okay, so they should not, by law, they should not prescribe it. They're not authorized. Okay, a nurse or a pharmacist is not authorized. A nurse cannot write a prescription, or a pharmacist cannot write a prescription, because they don't have the RMP status. They are not registered medical practitioner. The previous slide I told you, जिनके पास MBBS, BDS और veterinary science है, वो उन्हीं को prescribe कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, अपने stream में ही prescribe कर सकते हैं अगर register करने के बाद. ठीक है, so nurse और pharmacist cannot prescribe. Unqualified persons cannot prescribe. जो भी government authorized नहीं है, they cannot prescribe. ठीक है, and these are, we usually call these people as quacks. ठीक है, and they are legally punishable for these offenses. But India being such a huge country and rampant these practices are made, but if they come into hands of law, they will be punished. Okay, so they should not. One key important point is there are certain medications even MBBS doctors cannot prescribe, which require specialists. For example, I am MD pharmacologist. I cannot prescribe certain drugs like which are like, say for example, sildenafil citrate. Okay, I cannot. Sildenafil is a PD inhibitor which is used for erectile dysfunction, treatment of erectile dysfunction. So either MD medicine or the psychiatrist or urologist can prescribe this drug. Okay. The usually pharmacist, if you go to any any pharmacy with a prescription with MBBS doctor's seal and stamp in it with a sildenafil citrate, they should not give it. Mostly they will give it, but they should not give it. They should ask for specifically psychiatric diseases. Psychiatric diseases may be either MD medicine or MD psychiatrist. अगर psychiatry का degree वाला ही है, which is a specialty degree, MD degree. So only those people can prescribe those drugs. And there is this drug called as letrozole, which is aromatase inhibitor, which is used in treatment of breast cancer. Okay, so hormone responsive breast cancer. उसको oncologist ही कर सकता है. Okay, not even MD medicine or not even other branches. Okay, so this one point you have to know that there are specific drugs which are prescribed by specified specialists. ठीक है, तो उन्हीं का स्टैम्प होना चाहिए और उन्हीं के स्टैम्प में सब कुछ होता है. My stamp has my full name, my register number, my designation as associate professor, my college, my department name, my college name, along with the, I think even it has pin code also. So ये पूरा स्टैम्प में होता है, तो वैसे पता चल जाता है कौन से एंड क्वालिफिकेशन होता है MBBS MD बोल के. ठीक है, so this is what it is. So this point you have to know, right? All right, so usually what MCI says is prescription should be ideally written in a A5 size. बड़ा सा paper में A5 size में. If you see our OPD card here, OPD sheet here, it's a A4 size, बड़ा वाला sheet है. तो उतना बड़े में ही prescription लिखना चाहिए. But it is not feasible in lot of इसमें. But this is what law says. If you do private practice, your letterhead or your clinic prescription pad should be A5 size. That is what the MCI mandates. That is what the I mean recommendation from the MCI. Okay, and sizes more can be used as convenience, as per the convenience, right? So this is generally I mean a sort of ideal prescription which is not changing. Just a second. Yeah, so these are the, I mean, various parts of prescription and ideal prescription. I'll tell you in detail later. अभी ऊपर से नीचे देख लो बस. सुपरस्क्रिप्शन, इंस्क्रिप्शन, सब्सक्रिप्शन, ट्रांसक्रिप्शन बोलते हैं इसको. एंड देन देयर इज डायग्नोसिस, डेट, एंड देन देयर इज आरएक्स लिखा है, प्रिस्क्राइबर्स नेम लिखा है. दिस इज अ जनरल फॉर्मेट, बट आई टेल यू एक्यूरेट फॉर्मेट, प्रॉपर फॉर्मेट जो इंडिया में हम फॉलो करते हैं वो मैं आपको अभी दिखाऊंगा, बताऊंगा. ठीक है. So you should know, this is the question which we ask in Viva in your pharmacy practical, ki what are the parts of prescription. So there are a few parts of prescription we should know. First is called as before prescription. अभी तक क्या करते थे, before prescription को superscription में ही बोलते थे. तो हम शुरू superscription से करते थे. If someone asks you and tells you that before prescription नहीं है, that is also okay, because अब तक हम superscription को ही before prescription भी बोलते थे. So they both are correct. बिफोर प्रिस्क्रिप्शन भी ठीक है, और सुपरस्क्रिप्शन में बताता हूँ क्या क्या है इसके अंदर. देन यू हैव इंस्क्रिप्शन व्हिच इज द कोर, द हार्ट ऑफ द प्रिस्क्रिप्शन, जहाँ पे ड्रग का नाम आता है. एंड देन देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड सब्सक्रिप्शन, जो आप फार्मासिस्ट के लिए बोलते हो. देन देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड सिग्ना. सिग्ना इज नॉट सिग्नेचर. सिग्ना इज समथिंग व्हाट यू टेल टू पेशेंट, क्या कैसे लेना है, क्या करना है बोल के. एंड फाइनली देयर इज अ सिग्नेचर, नेम एंड सिग्नेचर ऑफ द प्रिस्क्राइबर. ठीक है. सो बिफोर प्रिस्क्रिप्शन, सुपरस्क्रिप्शन, इंस्क्रिप्शन, सब्सक्रिप्शन, सिग्ना and signature, the name of the name and signature of the doctor. These are the parts of prescription. We will ask you this in practicals, practical viva में या फिर viva में हम आपको पूछते हैं ये. ठीक है. and ऐसे ही लिखना है आपको, right? So what is before prescription? You might have seen all the prescription pads in private practice or even in the government hospitals. There is a name of a doctor which is printed on the top, and it contains all his details, his qualification, his registration number with the medical council, his postal address, phone number, email ID. ठीक है. So the contact details, and then date. ठीक है. and then there is a patient particular, patient का नाम, patient का age, sex, address, contact details. ठीक है. sometimes weight also, some prescriptions have weight, but it's not mandatory. so ये patient particular भी होते हैं. so ये है doctors particulars, patient particulars और date जो है, इसको हम बोलते हैं before prescription. और पहले इसको प्रिस्क्रिप्शन में ही ऐड करे थे, लेकिन अब इसको बोलते हैं बिफोर प्रिस्क्रिप्शन. मतलब प्रिस्क्रिप्शन लिखने से पहले ही ऑलरेडी होना चाहिए ऊपर, या फिर हाथ से लिखोगे आप, ब्लैंक पेपर है तो ये सारी चीज हाथ से लिखोगे. ठीक है. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज, दिस पार्ट इज कॉल्ड एज बिफोर प्रिस्क्रिप्शन. इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज इट इज लीगली इंपॉर्टेंट कि कौन प्रिस्क्राइब कर रहा है, इसका क्या क्वालिफिकेशन है, कब प्रिस्क्राइब किया था इसने, डेट का, और किसको प्रिस्क्राइब किया था, और पेशेंट का क्या कॉन्टैक्ट डिटेल्स है. सो दिस इज लीगल. ठीक है. एंड इट इज मैंडेटरी, ये होना ही है. इसके बिना आप कुछ प्रिस्क्रिप्शन जो देखे आपने पहले, जो मैंने गलत प्रिस्क्रिप्शन, गंदे प्रिस्क्रिप्शन दिखाए, उसमें कुछ प्रिस्क्रिप्शन में ये चीज नहीं था. इट वाज डायरेक्टली रिटन स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द ड्रग नेम काइंड ऑफ थिंग. ठीक है. सो ये मैंडेटरी है, राइट? ओके. सो देन वी ऑल नो दैट, वी ऑल कीप सेइंग दैट आरएक्स बोलते हैं. सो व्हाट इज दिस आरएक्स? दिस इज कॉल्ड सुपरस्क्रिप्शन. सिर्फ आरएक्स को अब सुपरस्क्रिप्शन बोलते हैं. पहले क्या बोलते थे? बिफोर प्रिस्क्रिप्शन को और आरएक्स को दोनों को मिला के सुपरस्क्रिप्शन बोलते थे. ठीक है. अब सुपरस्क्रिप्शन सिर्फ आरएक्स है. तो इट इज नॉट आरएक्स एक्चुअली. It is not RX. Does anyone knows what it is? किसी को पता है?
Sir, it is RJ actually.
Okay, very good. What is
Jupiter?
Sorry, please
Sir,
repeat. Can you?
recipe Jupiter.
Yeah, very good. Super. This is actually a practice from the Rome. There is this ancient Roman god Jupiter, who is the god of healing and knowledge and power. So it is an invocation. It is basically asking the help for the god Jupiter to help the patient, kind of things. So since that time, all over the West and wherever the modern medicine is practiced, as the modern medicine evolved, everyone started writing it just as the kind of thing. So it is Latin. Recipier means take thou. You can take. ठीक है. आप ले लो kind of thing. ठीक है. So it is Latin and it is invocation to the god of Jupiter, right? So it is RJ. So RJ, which is slightly in I mean Italic kind of thing, it is written. Over the period of time, it has become RX. Okay, so it is RJ actually. You can call it as RX also. There is no harm because it is not compulsory and it doesn't have any legal obligation. ठीक है. आप लिख सकते हो, लिखना चाहिए तो. आपको पसंद नहीं तो नहीं भी लिख सकते हो, but it looks fancy and everyone writes it and it looks cool. So इसीलिए लिखते हैं बस. ठीक है. This is called as superscription. ठीक है. You should know what is RJ. If you don't answer this, I mean that gives a bad impression to the examiner. Okay, so that is about before prescription and superscription. Then we have inscription. This is the heart of prescription. This is the body of prescription. इसमें हम ड्रग के बारे में सारे चीज लिखते हैं. पहला ड्रग का फॉर्मुलेशन, फॉर एग्जांपल देयर इज से फॉर सिंपलेस्ट एग्जांपल इज पैरासिटामोल. ठीक है, टैबलेट से शुरू करते हैं हम. टैबलेट पूरा लिखना है, TAB नहीं लिखना है. ठीक है, एक चीज आप याद रख लीजिए, इस पूरे चैप्टर में, इस पूरे लेसन में, क्लास में आप एक चीज ले जाओगे, आई मीन टेक होम मैसेजेस, you will never use any abbreviations or any shortcuts or short forms in prescription. ठीक है, तो ये नहीं लिखना है. ठीक है, पूरा टैबलेट लिखना है. So tablet paracetamol, that is the formulation. ठीक है, name of the drug is paracetamol. Paracetamol generic में there are trade names Calpol or Crocin or many other trade names for paracetamol, but we will not write trade names. MCI mandates to write generic names. Why? Because generic names are available everywhere. Everyone knows what is the generic name. ठीक है, बहुत सारे मेडिकल स्टोर्स में मिल जाते हैं. और दूसरा चीज, usually generic names are cheaper. ठीक है, the generic versions are cheaper than that of brand ones. So that will fit affordability also, patient's affordability also. So that is why we have to write generic names. ठीक है, and we should always write the name of the drug in capital letters. I will show you later. ठीक है, इसीलिए मैंने पहले बताया कि आपका हैंडराइटिंग ब्यूटीफुल नहीं है तो भी कोई बात नहीं, कैपिटल लेटर्स में सबका हैंडराइटिंग ब्यूटीफुल होता है. ठीक है, so you should write the name of the drug in capital letters so that there is no any confusion नहीं होता. And when we write joint handwriting जब लिखते हैं तो काफी सारे पता ही नहीं चलता क्या है उसमें, तो वैसे नहीं लिखना चाहिए, अलग अलग कैपिटल लेटर्स में लिखना चाहिए. ठीक है, then comes dose and strength. 500 milligram. ठीक है, टैबलेट पैरासिटामोल 500 milligram, और sometimes it is in percentage or sometimes it is in ml kind of thing. अगर सिरप है या लिक्विड फॉर्मुलेशन है तो then that is the strength. Then frequency. ठीक है, twice a day. ठीक है, twice a day. You will not write BD, OD or you will not write any kind of HS लिखते हैं इसके लिए, बेड टाइम के लिए, वैसे नहीं लिखना है. ठीक है, no abbreviations, no acronyms, no short forms should be written in the prescription. This is what is the mandation from the MCI. ठीक है, latest update जो है, not latest also, many years, I mean 4-5 years तो हुए ये सारे आके, तो ये है. ठीक है, that is frequency. Duration for 5 days. ठीक है, the total duration of treatment. All this comes in the body of prescription. ठीक है, so this is 2016 में गैजेट नोटिफिकेशन में ये सब आया है. and the name of the drug should be in capital letters and the generic name should be there. ठीक है, trade name नहीं होना चाहिए. Right, this is the let it change. This is the gazette notification which says these things. ठीक है, अगर लीगल कंसर्न होता है, कोई भी प्रिस्क्रिप्शन गलत हो के या फिर आप फॉलो नहीं करते हो, आपके ऊपर कोई केस डालता है, so MCI ethics committee will call you to the MCI board and they can punish you. And the punishment, the severe punishment is removal of your name from the register. Okay, Indian Medical Register for some amount of period, just like how they punish these cricketers for not following conduct for certain amount of वो play नहीं कर सकते certain amount of time में, वैसे you cannot practice for certain amount of time. ठीक है, if anything is found. These are just certain cases. You can later see it when I'll give you the PowerPoint. And how much time, what was the how much time they were expelled from the practice kind of thing because of wrong prescriptions. Okay, so now you know how serious it can go. Okay, if you don't know the thing. Then I told you that strength or dose, this is very important. We will never write anything like microgram, milligram. जो symbols आए हैं यहाँ पे, MCG, mu G, mg ऐसे नहीं लिखेंगे, पूरा लिखेंगे microgram, milligram, gram ऐसे लिखेंगे, because even if one letter goes, if it gets erased, or if it is not seen, or if it gets striked off, then the dose can dramatically increase 10 times or 100 times kind of thing. ठीक है, and whenever there is a decimal, say for example 0.5 milligram है कोई drug, you will not write as 0.5, you will always write a preceding 0.5 लिखोगे उसमें. ठीक है, and dot आप ठीक से डालोगे उसमें. So just 0.5, if the point is not seen or ignored by the pharmacist, then he will give 5 milligram, which is like 10 times the dose, which can even kill in certain conditions, or in especially in pediatric populations. ठीक है, so इसीलिए preceding zeros are always important. Never use following zeros. You will never write 0.500 kind of thing, which doesn't mean anything actually. ठीक है, so जो following zeros नहीं लिखते, preceding zeros always लिखते हैं हम decimal point. These are all examples I am giving. ठीक है, right. Okay, and abbreviations you will never use. I told you that we will never use abbreviations, and we will always टीस्पून ऐसे नहीं करेंगे, बिकॉज अलग अलग घर में अलग अलग तरह के स्पून हो सकते हैं, ठीक है. वी विल ऑलवेज राइट 5 ml, ठीक है, एंड 15 ml, और मिलीलीटर पूरा लिखना है, 5 मिलीलीटर, 15 मिलीलीटर ऐसे लिखना है. आइडियली व्हाटएवर आई एम टेलिंग यू इज आइडियल प्रिस्क्रिप्शन हाउ यू शुड राइट, ठीक है. एंड यू विल नेवर यूज दीज एब्रिविएशंस, ओडी, बीडी, क्यूआईडी, आई मीन क्यूएचएस, ये सब नहीं लिखेंगे, ठीक है. वंस अ डे, ट्वाइस अ डे, ठीक है, बिफोर मील, एट द बेड टाइम, ऐसे पूरा लिखेंगे, ठीक है. राइट. So this is what I've already told you. It's the same slide. Okay, one important thing is whenever you write milligrams, okay, there should be a space between digit and the unit. Don't write 5 mg without space between 5 and mg, which is shown in the last line here, okay. So you should always keep a space between these two. So now you know that how with concentration you have to write, how focused you should be when writing the prescriptions, okay. All right, so this is about inscription में जो ड्रग लिखते हो, और सुपरस्क्रिप्शन हो गया, बिफोर प्रिस्क्रिप्शन हो गया, सुपरस्क्रिप्शन हो गया विच इज आरएक्स और आरजे, एंड देन इंस्क्रिप्शन हो गया आपका जो ड्रग ट्रीटमेंट, एक्चुअल ड्रग ट्रीटमेंट था. What is subscription? Usually subscription is like quantity of the medicine to be dispensed. Usually modern prescriptions में से for example अभी मैंने बताया tablet paracetamol 500 milligram twice a day for 5 days, ठीक है. Since it is a pre-compounded prescription, उसको कुछ बनाना नहीं है फार्मासिस्ट को, तो आप कुछ बोलोगे नहीं उसको. इट इज आई मीन 5 days आपने लिखा है ड्यूरेशन, तो दिन में 2 बार लिखा है, तो उसको 10 टैबलेट देना है, तो वो 10 टैबलेट का स्ट्रिप डिस्पेंस कर देगा. तो यूजुअली मॉडर्न प्रिस्क्रिप्शंस में सब्सक्रिप्शन की जरूरत नहीं होती, बिकॉज ही इज नॉट मिक्सिंग और कंपाउंडिंग और पुटिंग इट इन अ सेपरेट पैकेट काइंड ऑफ थिंग, ठीक है. अगर कुछ ऐसे होता है व्हेन यू हैव टू राइट टेल द फार्मेसी, दैट इज कॉल्ड अ सब्सक्रिप्शन, ठीक है. एंड कभी कभी ऐसे होता है कि you should prescribe the same brand. For example, epilepsy में the person cannot change the brands, ठीक है. So you have to, when you have to write the brand there in certain conditions of epilepsy, generic name लिख के brand जब लिखोगे तब आप specify करोगे do not replace, कि ये नहीं तो बहुत सारे भारत में तो ऐसे होता है, बहुत सारे इसमें lot of people will say that ये भी वही है, ले लो kind of thing, ये कम पैसे का है, ले लो. The patient will not be knowing what is it. So in certain kind of conditions like epilepsies, that can lead to seizures or that can lead to failure of therapy kind of thing. तब आप do not replace लिखोगे. Especially psychiatric medicines को, pain killers को, and medicines that are medications that are addictive, उनके बारे में आप refill information लिखोगे, not to be refilled or not to be replaced, ठीक है. दोबारा वही prescription ले जाके patient ले आ नहीं सकता, तो वो भी लिखना है, ठीक है. So this is the instruction to the pharmacist, and that is called as subscription, right? And then there is something called as transcription, which is also called as signa, ठीक है, और signatura बोलते हैं. Don't remember signatura because you will confuse it with signature. It is just signa, ठीक है. And it is instruction to patient. So for example, lot of time we have to tell the patient to how to take medicine. For example, paracetamol का तो ऐसे कुछ नहीं है. Most of the medications are taken after food only. अगर before food किसी medication को लेना है, say for example regular insulin, तो before food लेना है, half an hour before food. So then you have to write for the patient, ठीक है, take half an hour before every meal kind of thing, ठीक है. So that is for the instruction. Say for example, bisphosphonates हम जब देते हैं, we know that जब bisphosphonates देते हैं, उसके बाद में हम देखते हैं कि you have to keep upright, to be taken with lot of fluid, and keep in the erect posture, keep upright posture for 30 minutes after intake of the thing, okay. Don't take it with say there are a lot of medications which are not to be taken with certain food products. Say for example, tetracyclines, we will avoid tetracyclines taking with the dairy products like milk and curd, because chelate हो जाते हैं, the tetracycline will not be absorbed. So keep 2 hour duration. तो ऐसे जो specific instructions होते हैं वो हमें पेशेंट को लिखना होता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज सिग्ना, ठीक है. यूजुअली नॉर्मली मोस्ट ऑफ द ड्रग्स के लिए नहीं होता, जिनको होता है वही उसी के लिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ, ठीक है. some certain prescriptions you have to give it at night. Say for example, statins, you can give it at night, so you have to ask the patient to take it at bedtime, okay, 1 tablet at bedtime kind of thing. So that is Cigna, right? And उसके बाद में लाइफस्टाइल मॉडिफिकेशन, डाइट मॉडिफिकेशन, और जो भी कम्युनिकेशन आप दूसरा करोगे वो भी लिख सकते हो प्रिस्क्रिप्शन में, कि एवरी डे गो फॉर ब्रिस्क वॉक फॉर 30 minutes काइंड ऑफ थिंग, ठीक है. ओके, एनी प्रिकॉशंस मैंने ऑलरेडी बता दिया. and don't hesitate to write in Hindi or any language if you know the person's language, because it's not mandatory that people will know English. ठीक है, तो ये वाला पार्ट जो है इसको आप हिंदी में भी लिख सकते हो, or any state you practice the state's language, if you know it, you can write it so that everyone in the home and the patient can also read it, right? Okay, and then you have to write about last line follow up also, कब आना है वापस, या टेलीफोनिक फॉलो अप करना है, या फिर whatever monitoring or review जो है वो भी लिख सकते हो. This part comes under whatever you write for the patient comes under Cigna. So this is Cigna, right? ठीक है, and you can write that also कि 5 दिन बाद बंद कर देना, 3 दिन बाद बंद कर देना, either to continue or to stop or to modify. ठीक है, so this is it, right? So chronic disease, usually this is a general knowledge kind of thing in medicine, but still I'm telling you, acute is something which happens within 7 days kind of thing, or sometimes 3 days भी बोलते हैं, within 7 days जो होता है वो acute बोलते हैं, और 7 to 21 days जो बोलते हैं उसको हम subacute बोलते हैं. ठीक है, and more than 21 days we start calling it as chronic. ठीक है, and 3 months 6 months तक हम chronic ही बोलते हैं उसको 21 days से, and then more than 3 or 6 months we'll call it as long standing. These are general terms what we use: acute, chronic, subacute. Sometimes subacute use करते हैं, नहीं तो acute 21 days के पहले ही acute है, more than 21 days chronic हो जाता है, 3 महीने 6 महीने तक chronic रहता है, और उसके बाद में भी उसको कुछ है तो that is called as long standing. Say for example we call diabetes as long standing disease because people will have years together, have it from years together, right? So insomnia, sometimes it is like only 7 days or within 1 or 2 weeks रहता है, so we will call it as acute anxiety, acute insomnia kind of thing. ठीक है, so this is how terms are used. And finally signature of the doctor. ठीक है, आपका full signature होना चाहिए, and you should whatever I am telling you is like, don't try to have 2 or 3 signatures. This is common sense actually. तो एक signature रखो, और initials जो एक कई सारे लोग 1 या 2 letters का initials करते हैं, so don't try to practice that. Okay, have your own one signature everywhere, not for just this, even for your banking purposes and other things. ठीक है, and full signature होना चाहिए वो. Usually blue inedible ink बोलते हैं. ठीक है, inedible inks are the inks which are like chemical inks which will not easily be erased. ठीक है, and then there will be like this will authenticate that you have written it. ठीक है, and then there should not be जो subscription या फिर inscription है उसके और signature के बीच में जगह नहीं रहना चाहिए, ताकि वहां पे कोई और लिख ना सके, especially for drugs which are addictive. So people can someone can try something fishy there. They can write themselves or they can take the prescription after writing it. अगर blank वहां पर है जगह तो नहीं होना चाहिए. Just avoid that with in between the space in between subscription and the signature. Signature, sorry, or draw a line, which we do it in your answer sheets. अगर कोई blank sheet है तो we'll just draw a line there, we'll cross a line there. ठीक है सर, ताकि कोई और लिख ना सके. Same thing we'll do it in bank checks also. ठीक है, जब हम check लिखते हैं, we will write only in the end of the last word will be like 5,000 rupees only kind of thing, or we will whatever जब हम words में लिखते हैं the amount को, उसके बाद में we will just cross that, or we'll just draw a line, horizontal line to the rest of the space, so that no one can write something else there. Okay. Okay, and signature and name required of the prescription should be associated with some hospital or his own clinic kind of thing. Okay, a stamp is the best thing. अगर stamp है तो उसमें सब कुछ आ जाता है. मैंने already बता दिया. I will take 5 more minutes. I know that it's late, but I'll just brush up in 5 more minutes. So what are the do's while prescribing? We have to write legibly. I told you that already. How do you know that it's legible? You just ask someone who is your non-medical friend to read it. If he is able to read it, then perfect. Okay. And then write unambiguously. Unambiguous is like if you write in capital letters, or if you write in letters which are drug का तो capital लिखना ही है. बाकी जो भी लिखते हो आप subscription को या फिर patient instruction को, Cigna को, अगर वो small letter में भी लिखोगे तो try to write it like separate, not joint writing, so that will make it unambiguous. ठीक है, so it will reduce the confusion. And mention the date. You should always mention the date. And being a government servant and being a government employee, I tell you, because my seniors have told this to me. The first day I joined my job, आप जहाँ पर भी sign करोगे वहाँ पर आपको date डालना चाहिए. In fact, Rehan sir told me this. This is one thing we have to practice. कहीं पर भी आप sign करोगे उसके नीचे आपका date होना चाहिए. ठीक है, because it's a medical legal aspect. कोई भी बोल सकता है दूसरा date डाल के कि वो उस दिन आप आए नहीं थे या फिर उस दिन आप थे ही नहीं, या फिर फ्यूचर डेट भी डाल सकता है या पास्ट डेट भी डाल सकता है. सो wherever you sign, think and sign whatever you are signing, first thing. And second thing is it will become document, right? And second thing is you have to write a date over there. Okay. And patient's name, age, gender is important. It is must. Route of administration, don't use abbreviations again. I told you that blanketly pura bola hu, never use abbreviations in prescriptions. Write completely intravenous, intramuscular, subcutaneous. Okay, spell it pura, right? And then duration of administration is always important. Duration नहीं है तो कितना देना है फार्मासिस्ट को भी पता नहीं चलेगा और पेशेंट लेता रहेगा. वो तो मतलब वो बंदी नहीं कर सकता है, ऐसे भी हो सकता है, and that will lead to a lot of medication errors and toxicities. And write with the inedible ink. Most of the pens what we use is inedible ink only. So usually it's preferred to write the prescription in blue ink pen. Sometimes black is also okay, but blue is what is recommended. ठीक है. And instruction जब आप लिखते हो patient को, you can write it in vernacular language. If you think that patient cannot read English, you can write that in. Speak to them and say that this is what I have written and this is what you have to do. ठीक है, जो भी आपने लिखा है ये दवाई है, आपको इस तरह लेना है, इसको ऐसे इतने दिन तक लेना है. और कभी-कभी ऐसे भी बोल सकते हो, when you once you get I mean if you have time, the patient can bring back the I mean medication from the pharmacist and you can see it also. Okay? Confirm it that this is the same thing. Especially in conditions like epilepsy और जहाँ पे brand change नहीं होना चाहिए, वहाँ पे आप patient को बोलोगे कि आप वापस आके मुझे दिखाओ, and then you can give it away. Okay. And what are the don'ts? There are many don'ts. Actually, this entire class is about don'ts only. So you should not use brand names. You should not use abbreviations. Trailing zeros, following zeros, मैंने बोला वो नहीं करना चाहिए, वो stupidity है. ठीक है. And unnecessary drugs, polypharmacy, more than 3 drugs नहीं होना चाहिए, unless the patient has 2 or 3 conditions and you have to prescribe 3 different drugs. Only then you have to prescribe 3 drugs, more than 3 drugs, or else you have to avoid polypharmacy. Overwriting कहीं भी नहीं करना चाहिए. You should not strike anything in prescription or rewrite or overwrite. ठीक है. अगर हो जाता है, inadvertently हो जाता है कहीं, तो then you have to put a small signature over there saying that you have only done it. ठीक है. This is not just for prescription, this is for any document later in your life, any document of importance, wherever, especially हम आपके exam answer sheet में भी करते हैं, जब हम evaluate करते हैं, if we miscalculate or if we add up your marks, then if there is any, when we recalculate it, if there is any strike there, we will just put a signature, small signature there saying that I have done it, kind of thing. Okay. Or you should not leave much space between the content and the signature. I told you that because anyone can fill anything there and they can use it for wrong purposes. You should not copy or copy the practice of senior doctor. Just because someone is senior, including me, just because I'm your teacher, you should not copy whatever I do without thinking about it or without knowing about it or without asking about it. Whenever in doubt, please ask, learn better practices, best practices by yourself. Okay? And then दो डॉक्टर्स एक प्रिस्क्रिप्शन में नहीं लिखना चाहिए, which is stupid. I don't think anyone do it, but people can do anything, we cannot say. ठीक है. सो दो प्रिस्क्राइबर्स एक प्रिस्क्रिप्शन में नहीं लिखना चाहिए. दूसरों के प्रिस्क्रिप्शन में आप नहीं लिखना चाहिए. दूसरों का अगर लेटर हेड है, दूसरों का प्रिस्क्रिप्शन है, तो उसमें आप लिख के साइन नहीं करना चाहिए. सो दीज आर सम डोंट्स. ठीक है. ओके. Then what is e-prescription? E-prescription is something which is like most of the corporate hospitals now, and even in the West, yeah, there is nothing to be handwritten. You just have to select certain kind of drugs, और वहाँ पे होता है columns. You just have to select the drug, dosage, duration, frequency. The entire format will be in the printout form. I think it's in Medanta or Max kind of thing. Certain OPDs में already है, इंडिया में भी थोड़े सॉफ्टवेयर है, उसमें आप प्रिस्क्रिप्शन पैड 3 बोल के एक सॉफ्टवेयर है वैसे, तो उसमें इस पे प्रिस्क्रिप्शन सभी आ रहे हैं. दिस इज कॉल्ड ई प्रिस्क्रिप्शन. जैसे इन दिस विंडो यू कैन सी दिस इज अ सॉफ्टवेयर. यू कैन सी इट लेटर घर में बैठ के आराम से कि क्या क्या इसमें वो है. So there is OPD card number, patient name, address, everything. You just have to type there. You just have to, using computer. It's not handwritten. So once you do all these things and then press this thing enter, it will print out. It will give the printout. Okay, this is how it looks like. E-prescription. Right, which is pretty neat, and there are a lot of जो भी errors हमने अभी बात किया उसके वो इसमें avoid हो जाता है e-prescription में. ठीक है. Right. So then I have given some model prescription format जो MCI ने recommend किया है. This is the their notification letter कैसे होना चाहिए model prescription बोल के, and then this is what they have given. model prescription ऐसे blank इसमें you can see it later इसमें. And then this is one prescription which I have made myself just to show you that how should be a ideal prescription should be. क्या private doctor का, see that is my name, my qualification, my register number, address, and then my telephone number is there, then date is there, today's date, and then patient name, age, sex, body weight is not mandatory, and then patient's complete address, then diagnosis. ठीक है, यहाँ तक पूरा जो है this is called as before prescription और sometimes superscription. RX जो है superscription बोलते हैं हम. And then you can see I have named, I have numbered one. एक ही है तो भी I have numbered it. ठीक है, so that no one will can write second one, or sometimes there are 2 or 3 medications. Then you have to write 1, 2, 3 kind of thing. Tablet पूरा लिखा है. Alprazolam जो है, which is a benzodiazepine, which I have written in capital letters. And then 0.25 milligram पूरा लिखा है, देखो. ठीक है, 0.25 लिखा है, not just 0.25 milligram. And there is a space between 0.25 and milligram. Okay, I have not written it, I mean, without space, continuous. And then I have written it as 10 tablets. Okay, and then 1 tablet to be taken at the bedtime. यहाँ पे subscription नहीं है क्योंकि वो 10 tablets ही subscription है. मतलब pharmacist को आपने बता दिया कि 10 tablet है. There is no compounding or dispensing, so there is nothing else to be written to the pharmacist. ठीक है, and then comes the Cigna, 1 tablet to be taken at the bedtime. ठीक है, and since this is acute anxiety disorder and नींद आती है alprazolam से, तो हम सुबह नहीं देते. तो यूजुअली बेड टाइम देते हैं ओरली. आई हैव टोल्ड दिस आल्सो, रूट ऑफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन आई एम नॉट रिटन एज पीओ, पर ओरल ऐसे नहीं लिखा है, ओरली लिखा है पूरा, डेली. ठीक है, हर दिन लेना है फॉर 10 days. सो यू कैन सी दैट दिस इज अ होल सेंटेंस इन इंग्लिश, सिंपल इंग्लिश, होल सेंटेंस. अगर पेशेंट को इंग्लिश नहीं आती है, if I think that the patient is not literate or cannot read or write English, then I will write entire thing in Hindi. ठीक है, एक गोली आपको रात में सोते हुए खाना है. ठीक है, so this is for 10 दिन के लिए खाना है, ऐसे लिखोगे आप पूरे हिंदी में. ठीक है, and then my signature, doctor signature and date. There this side there is pharmacist thing, he's dispensed it, yeah, and what date he has dispensed, what is his name and where is he located, city. ठीक है, and finally important thing, refill instructions nil. ठीक है, since this is a addictive medication, benzodiazepines can lead to addiction. So मैंने कहा है कि 10 गोली के बाद रिफिल नहीं करोगे, फिर से दोबारा ये प्रिस्क्रिप्शन एक ही बार चलेगा. ठीक है, so this is entire ideal prescription. The same prescription I have the same patient or same prescription I have given as the for the hospital. There is our hospital's name. ठीक है, and then there is OPD, general medicine OPD इसमें. मेरा नाम नहीं है इसमें because I am prescribing from LHMC, right? So and then everything else is same, telephone number, date, diagnosis, patient's particulars. It's the same prescription after that. ठीक है, and then finally doctor sign होता है, बस जो OPD में बैठे रहते हैं उस डॉक्टर का साइन होता है. Fine. And finally last few points, like letterhead and prescription pad should be kept secure. जैसे हम अपने स्टैम्प को रखते हैं, इधर उधर नहीं फेंकते, वैसे प्रिस्क्रिप्शन पैड को भी नहीं फेंकना चाहिए, बिकॉज कोई भी यूज कर सकता है उसके. आपके लेटर हेड है ऑलरेडी प्रिंटेड, आपका सब सारे पर्टिकुलर्स उसमें है, तो वो मतलब संभाल के रखो, जस्ट लाइक योर सर्टिफिकेट्स काइंड ऑफ थिंग. ओवर राइटिंग नहीं करना चाहिए. ठीक है, and prescription may be typed or computer generated also, but it has to be signed. Even each prescription has to be signed. ठीक है, signed and dated by doctor in a blue inedible ink. This is a recommendation. And nurses जो है, doctor assistants जो है, physiotherapist जो है, या फिर दूसरे pharmacist जो है, ये नहीं लिख सकते prescription को. ठीक है, only allopathic doctors including dentists and veterinarians can write it. This just I am summing up. ठीक है, and pharmacies are refused to dispense prescriptions. ठीक है, अगर ये prescription format में नहीं है तो pharmacist can refuse it, मैं नहीं दूंगा बोल के, which is like by law it is right. ठीक है, and अगर confirm नहीं करता कोई भी prescription को pharmacist दे देता है, और pharmacist के obligation भी आता है, law can go against him also saying that गलत prescription था, गलत format था, तुमने कैसे prescribe, तुमने कैसे dispense कर दिया बोल के. So it comes and over him also. The pharmacist के लिए ये सब पढ़ाया जाता है उनको कि ऐसे prescription को आपको देना नहीं चाहिए बोल के, right? And then private hospital letterhead में there will be same format जो private doctor का मैंने दिया था, वही format होगा, लेकिन rubber stamp होगा last में doctor का, and the everything else is almost same. And finally you should never write a prescription in your friend's prescription pad or someone else. ठीक है, दूसरे doctor का prescription pad पे आप नहीं लिखोगे. ठीक है, so this is about prescription writing. Do you have any doubts, any clarifications?